Right now, the majority of this room is demonizing AI. They are scared of what AI is gonna do and how it's gonna take their money. I've just spent 15 years building the largest independent advertising agency in the world. From 0 to $350 million a year we'll do. I don't want this to happen either. I just realize I have no choice. It's not about how many people am I gonna fire and replace. It's, can I get the 600 million in revenue with roughly the same overhead? Now, where I'm at this nanosecond is, I don't think this is a cost cutting, headcount cutting thing for my company. I think it's me speaking to the company and saying, okay, here's what's up. We're not gonna be hiring going forward, and we need to do a lot more, because all of you need to make your 8-hour day dramatically more, impactful and productive, because you are going to be using AI, and what used to take you an hour and a half task might be 15 minutes, which will then open up our ability to double our revenue without a substantial headcount. All of us, me included, are grossly underestimating how much this thing can do. People are hesitant for this very aggressive new technology, but it is a tremendous equalizer. Are you starting to use some AI tools?
Absolutely,
Good.
yeah. AI to chop up long form
Yep.
videos, AI to write all my scripts,
Yep.
to all my posts, hashtags.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good, bud. Good, brother. That part. If you're not spending an hour a day on it, that's the problem. And so it starts with using ChatGPT or Perplexity. When you type into a search engine, I'm a graphic designer that predominantly uses Adobe, and I'm on an agency team, and I'm scared that I'm gonna lose my job on AI. What should I be learning about? And you hit enter on Google, you get nothing. You're gonna get some bullshit. You type that exact thing into ChatGPT, you're gonna get something. I do my search on voice. Hey, so I am the admin for a gentleman who makes $10 million a year, very busy. And to be frank, I'm a little bit concerned that you, AI, are gonna take my job and be his admin. What are the steps I can take to make myself more foolproof against you, ChatGPT, you, from taking my job eventually as an admin? Because obviously, as you can imagine, I've worked for 20 years being an admin, and I finally got to the top, and now I'm concerned that you exist, and eventually we'll be able to, through agents, do my job, booking flights, booking calendar, all that stuff. What are 4 to 5 apps I should be using? 4 to 5 things I should be developing? Self-development. How should I be really thinking about this next decade? I have 2 kids who are 11-year-old twins, and I need to at least have this job for another 10 years because I want to put them through college. So you can see, everybody, what I'm doing is I'm giving a lot more context. So once you learn how to prompt engineer, once you learn how to ask the right questions, once you learn that you're actually not using ChatGPT as a search engine, you're using it more like you would dialogue with somebody who's an expert in anything. The key for you is to move from task executor to strategic partner, right? This is my overall theme. You must become architect. You cannot become carpenter and mason. And if you're currently a carpenter and mason, you need to start challenging yourself to become architect or GC.
Which VeeFriend character, if you could only choose one, do they need to embody in this next season?
The adaptable alien. It's all adaptability. Life is about adaptability. The reason most people are actually unhappy is they're rigid. They're rigid emotionally, they're rigid ideologically, they're rigid physically. I'm ready to adjust to anything. You know how often I talk about going to zero, selling hot dogs on the corner. I am always prepared for the worst, mentally, because I'm adaptable and I'm prepared. I'm a realist. I'm so ready for every punch because I think about it every day. Guys like you, gals like you, shouldn't be fearing it because it will take a full decade for everybody to fully calibrate this. In that decade, you need to go on the offense, and you should be able to have 50 projects. It's like Team Gary. I talk all the time famously about 30, 40 people. I'm now thinking about 7 or 8. Instead of replacing, I'll be able to use AI as a partner to those 7 or 8. But here's the cool part. Those 7 to 10 people are gonna get more of the economics. So instead of having a 50-person team, it's not like all that money falls to the bottom line for me. The 10 people at the top get more money because they're the architects, not the masons. If you use just the architect and a mason, the architect is gonna get more because he's not sharing, or she's not sharing with that. She's sharing it with the AI. But what's cool, so people aren't like, oh wait, the top person's getting all the money. No. In fact, the bottom people are also getting more of the money. There's just less of that. Now, what I think will happen though, is new jobs and new things will be created. So then across the board, the economic impact's gonna be greater. And so now it gets spread out wide. And so now you used to be the number 17 person on a team that did a task that AI is about to replace. Your job is to be good enough to be a number 6 somewhere else. You're making actually more. As long as there's more creation going wide, all those number 10 through 20s that are losing their jobs, they become 1 through 5s in other organizations, and the economics work out. That's the bullish, don't be scared reason this should work. It's the thinker versus the doer. The doer is going to be the AI. And so if you know that you only take commands from people and then you do it, you're in trouble. If you're a coder and someone tells you what to code, you're in trouble. But if you're the one that tells the coders what to code, you're not in trouble. You're gonna win more. Who deserves the credit? Like the people that put the rocks on there, or the person that designed it and engineered it and figured out how to build it? Who had more impact? The thinker, the creative, the brains, the spirit, the soul is going to get more of the value exchange in life. In a lot of ways, AI is giving the value to the person that always deserved it.
Gary, I'm terrified of using AI still. You gave an incredible speech, but I'm still not sold.
Tough shit.